We're out hauling manure. The last video, we were hauling manure from this farm behind me. This farm that's on the corner here, my brother's place out of the mono slope. Right now we're hauling liquid manure out of the outside cattle yard at my other brother's place. We got about 1.5 inches of rain over the last 2 days, so the yards are a mess. So this is what we're hauling out. Got about half or a third of the pen done. This was high enough. It was all the way up to the bottom rung. And this is just what ran out the gate before I get my first load done. And to show how soupy this is, I forgot to close my slide door last time when it was full. And I only got the front about yay full, but it was enough to shove this all out of here. Making a big mess, but I'll get it cleaned up when I'm done. Back and forth whenever I get a real sloppy load like this. I'll come across the road here. Well, GoPro battery died. So this real liquidy stuff here, I'm just hauling across the road here. Just because it's half water, there ain't a lot of fertilizer value to it. And then if there is some good manure, I'll haul it 2 miles down the road. Especially with all liquid, it can really splash out if you're turning corners or accelerating too fast, braking too fast. So I just hauling it short. I don't have much chances of spilling on the highway. Getting dark out already. It's supposed to snow all night. Kind of interesting, you can see the little swirling snowflakes coming from the fan that's blowing the snow back up in the air. One way to get rid of snow, cover it in manure. Really coming out of there. And I only got my door open on 2. It goes all the way up to 18. Well, it's a little after 7:30 here now. I got this right 2 pens all scraped in the cement. A bunch of corn cobs that were in one of the sheds that have been sitting there for a couple years. Weren't gonna use them at all, so we just carried them all in here for bedding. And all the cattle are laying on already. Tomorrow we'll do this east yard. Debating starting it tonight, but had to chase all the animals out. They weren't being cooperative. And there's a bull in there who's a little stubborn. So I just let that be for tomorrow. Where those corn cobs were sitting, we got both these trailers parked in here now. So 2 of the 3 semi-trailers can park inside now. We still got the right one's a 48-foot flatbed. The left one's a 40-foot hopper bottom. And we got one 53-foot end dump still sitting outside yet. That's full of scrap metal. That'll sit out all winter. So that's the next day here. Yesterday afternoon I was cleaning the west part of the cattle yard. And then I moved over and I'm starting on the east side now. Conditions have cooled off a bit and it's now snowing. It's like 25 degrees now. It's supposed to be in the teens tomorrow. And then most of next week is going to be around 0. So we're trying to get the rest of this slop hauled out before it freezes. But even the temperature last night froze it up enough that I could keep it up a lot more. The roads are all ice covered, so you almost need front wheel assist when you pull on the road. That way you can steer a lot better. And otherwise you're shifting up, you're always spinning. I gotta turn my heater down or else I'm gonna start melting on the windows too bad. I'm sure the highways are gonna be real slick. There's the other spreader. They're hauling from the home cattle yard. Just scraping yards, getting everything hauled before it freezes tomorrow. Just had to take a wild guess where they hauled the last load of manure. Had to go out and kick around a little bit, try and find some manure and corn stalks because I knew that wouldn't be in the bean stubble here. So I think I'm in the right place to start spreading. Got the brother back there. Now I got ahead of him. I just got a guess, but like that's a little bit darker, blacker. That's where a snowbank and they spread manure on it. And all the lines going through it's the tire tracks. So I'm pretty close to where I think I gotta be. But I don't know if I'm going straight or not because I have no visual points to go off of. Well, I was taking off my second load of manure. And they called and said they had a feed truck stuck at our yard, so tried pulling the 47, that couldn't do it. So now I gotta get the 49. Hoping this can do it, because I don't have a spreader on the back here. Should be like load 7 here. Just about complete whiteout conditions here. And my throttle's freezing up. That's all the movement I have. I gotta slow my RPMs down, I gotta play with my choke a little bit. And it's overdue for another change. So we'll unhook this track and let it sit in the machine shed all night with the heater on it. Let it thaw out. Then it should be good to go again for tomorrow, haul more manure. And my wiper's racing up. Just got a couple loads left and we should be done. Probably be my last load I get out of here before it gets dark. I'm getting closer to being done with this field. Hard to see anything. First little bit there is always just spread. And there goes that spreader. So that manure's only been there for less than 5 minutes or any of that covered. Not an ideal day today. There's Dad coming home. Should be my last load of the night. I don't really want to be out home manure in the dark in a blizzard. So we're gonna call her quits. Hopefully the milkers can make it in. This will conclude this video. I think tomorrow's job, we got a lot of fat hogs going out, and then we got to clean one of our barns and rebed that to be ready for a new bunch of pigs. So until next time, enjoy. God bless.